Nick, I guess what was kind of focus on your practice?
Little bit of a mixture. A bunch of early practice of starting to make sure everything's getting in and reviewed. Just start a lot of situational stuff that we've been kind of trying to build all the foundations and kind of kept a lot of that back. But it's time to kind of pick up the pace, and that was a big long segment. And then after we got that long segment done, we got back into the nitty gritty of competing and playing hard and just all the defensive stuff we've been doing. Yeah.
Jared was just up here talking to us for the first time since his thumb thing. Just how would you characterize just how he's been during this time, where obviously a setback, but
Yeah. I
mentally
mean,
and all that stuff.
yeah. I mean, for sure. Always setback. Feel bad, obviously, for him. Listen, all I know is I get here pretty early in the morning, and he's usually out on the court doing something, right? And he's continuing to have this like I'm not gonna be denied attitude, right? So he's out there working on everything. He can only do stuff left-handed, but he's doing as much basketball stuff as he can until he's allowed to start using his right hand. He's conditioning like as hard as he can. He's totally engaged and involved. Like he's over there dying to get back on the floor. So that's how he's doing. So I don't know what else to say other than he really is doing everything he possibly can to get out there, and we can't wait to have him back. Yeah. Pardon me?
From last year, he's 100%.
I don't know. Come back to me on that. I mean, he's out there playing. He was playing 5-on-5 for a long time in the fall. I don't know if anybody's 100% on anything these days, right? But he looks good.
To that point of doing everything in his power, it feels like you guys have been slowly adding those types of players, right? Like Tyrese is one of those guys, Jared is one of those guys, EJ is one of those guys. When you continue to add guys like that to your roster, what does that do for you as a coach on a day-to-day basis?
Well, listen, I think that those guys you mentioned are all, like first of all, like really hungry to succeed, really hard workers, um, love the game, love to play. And then there's an athletic package and basketball package that they have too. They can shoot, they can score, they can drive, they can get up and down the floor fast. I think you want to add the best players and best character guys and guys that are fighting like heck to succeed. That's what we're trying to do. And then this is a tough deal. Winning and is tough in this league. Like getting in the starting lineup, making all-star teams, like getting deep in the play. All those things are really difficult, and it takes a huge commitment. And the more guys you can do, the more I think that's contagious. And you just keep trying to build from there. You want guys that are gonna give everything they got, have the motor to do it, have the like Jared's case, have the courage to bounce back when things aren't perfect. All those kind of things. Yeah.
I guess just seeing him for a couple of weeks now, like, what's that do the most about you? Picking up the offense or his role, anything like that?
Who's that? Um, what's the most positive thing? I don't know. Like for me, um, what's the maybe the biggest surprise? I mean, I don't really know. He does kind of a lot of everything. Like his like to me his exceptional things. Obviously, he's like really good at just getting into his man and guarding and getting over screens and shit. Like he's like does that at an amazing level. Right, like you can screen him all day and maybe never get the guy out, get him off his man sometimes, right? When he's in locked in defensively, that's pretty good. I've probably been most impressed with his IQ. He really knows what's happening. He asks super thoughtful questions. He learns something from the film one day and applies it immediately to the floor the next. Um, yeah, I think that's probably enough. But he's rebounding, he's blocking shots, he's shooting probably better than we expected. He's making plays at the rim offensively. there's a lot of things that just are contributing to him being a good player.
Have you? I know this is a couple of days before, but have you thought about, what you want to do on Friday, how you want to play, what you want to use your starters?
Yeah, not a ton, but I think it is our last game, so I think as much as we can get the groups that we want to play together and the rotations that we want to play, as long as we can, I think as many minutes as we can push that out, I think that's what we'd be looking to do. I don't know what that is at all yet. I'm going to probably have to wait till, I don't know, probably Friday morning to know what that's all going to look like and then start penciling it out there. But I think that's the general thought of let's get the guys that some of them are going to have probably shorter runways than others for the game Friday. But as long as get them together as much as we can.
To that point, is Quinn, I know you said Quinn came in with a pretty high level
Yep.
of condition. Is he just at the point where he can play him as much as you want, or still?
Don't know on that. I think he's certainly ready to go. Once we get there, hopefully we get there and he's ready to go. I think he's certainly ready to go. I don't know if that will turn into, maybe first half, maybe first three quarters. I don't know exactly what that'll turn into when we get to decision time, but he is certainly ready to go for Friday, barring anything happening. Yep.
With Paul and Joel, they both were told to go
Yep.
participated mostly today. Just like what were they able to do, and kind of how did they look assimilating and everything?
Yeah, so obviously I talked about the long segment at the beginning. All in that, we got to some 3-on-3 work that was live, but it was full court live. They both were in that. That was kind of Paul's first live action. I don't know. I thought he looked really good. Right, he for live practice one. And the pace at the way it was going, was, I think, a challenge conditioning wise and some of those things, but he looked good, played through it. You still see like this incredible shot maker, like you see it, and I think he was moving very well, and he didn't seem tentative to me, for a guy, again, first practice back with live action. So I think they were all, positive steps for him today.
But it's all part of the process. I just got to continue to trust that it happens for a reason. It sucks because I feel like I was right there, so close to being back, and then just another setback. But I'm always going to stay grounded, stay with gratitude. But yeah, just been doing simple stuff. I can't really do too much with the brace on, but moving at the same timeline as they said, and we'll see where it goes.
I guess what is the next step for you in terms of what they've told you with the rehab and recovery?
Yeah, next step. I think I'm being reevaluated in like 2 weeks now, so I'll get this off, and then I'll have like a playing brace, and then just start passing, dribbling, just doing all the steps for that, and then we'll see from there when they let me play.
How did the injury actually happen, and did you know kind of immediately, like, ooh, that might?
Yeah, it was such a freak, like stupid little thing. Somebody was rolling to the basket, and I was tagging him, and I put my hand on him, and I heard it. I heard it pop, and I went to the sideline. I was like, yeah. I tried to hold the basketball, and like I moved I tried to shoot, and it just like moved this way, and I was like, yeah, I'm cooked. So I went in the training room, and I was crying. I just immediately started crying. It's just so frustrating when that happens. I knew something was wrong immediately, but after a few days, I kind of calmed down, and I got out of a depressive state, but I was good, and I'm back to my normal self now.
Was there a sense of relief that it's not going to be long term and that you're only going to miss some time at the beginning? And,
For sure. Yeah, always looking at the bright side. It's nothing with the knee. Nothing with it's not that big of a recovery process. I was definitely grateful for that. But again, yeah, it still sucked. I remember I was driving home and they called me. They got the MRI results and they called me, and I was right by my house, and they told me immediately. I started crying again. I had to pull over and just relax for a little. I called my mom. I called my psychologist, and it was tough, but we'll be back for sure.
When you're watching, I guess, on the sideline, when you do get healthy, like, what do you think is hard? The guard you guys had, it's PJ, what do you think you guys got?
Yeah, a lot. I think our offense right now is just get it moving, and I think that'll help with the guards. Whether we can, slip out of screens, I love to do that. Whether it's slip out and pop for a three, being able to just play off of guards is something I've done my whole life, and so I'm excited to finally get back out there and play with them.
Are you still able to do, since your thumb is not your lower body, are you able to do stuff to keep like strengthening?
Yeah, I'm still conditioning. I feel like I'm in game shape. Maybe not when I get back out there, but I feel like I'm in shape. Doing all left-handed workouts. I can't really touch it right now, but literally just layups, floaters, and a bunch of running.
Jared, a lot of the guys have mentioned the camaraderie and the culture they felt coming into the season. Do you feel a noticeable difference between this year and last year going into the year?
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of us know like the vibes were low last year, and everybody kind of knew that. Everyone kind of felt that. So coming into this year, I know Tyrese especially has just helped like uplift the frequencies. I think I always try and be a high vibration, and VJ's done a great job of that too. Like he's super cool. We talk all the time, and so him being around and just lifting up the spirits of the team, and just that culture of we're gonna play hard. We're not gonna have expectations, and just try and win. I guess what we want to do is just win, and I think you have to be in a positive mindset to even start that.
To that point, how loud is Tyrese?
Yeah, I mean, it's been huge since the season ended. I know right when the season ended, he had texted me. He had texted, I think, most of the guys, and we were coming in for workouts with him. So throughout the whole summer, we've been in contact, and it's definitely been heard throughout the whole organization. For sure, it's everything. I think every organization needs that. And coming from a player like Tyrese, someone I look up to, it's the perfect combination for me, for VJ, for everyone coming in, new players. So I'm just excited to see it come to fruition in a game.
Getting to be around VJ more, just what he makes of his game and his personality.
Oh man, he's the best. He's the best. I mean, obviously his athleticism is insane. But just the way he's able to take information and actually apply it to the game right away, whether it's coach telling him something, whether it's Kyle or there's Tyrese, he operates at a high level, and he works hard, and everything he wants he'll be able to get because he works hard, and he's a great person too. Like just being able to talk to him and get to know him, he's just a good dude. We need a lot of that, so it's great.
You watch either a practice or a game now, since you have some experience with doing that the last several months. Just how do you what are you observing? How do you sort of process that and still try to obviously gain a lot when you're not physically?
Yeah, a lot of it during timeouts, whether it's coach drawing up a play, I try to just envision myself in the play, see where I'd be, so I'd be getting the shot or making the right read. On defense, I'm on the bench. I try to I'm doing breath work as I'm watching a little bit. To just try and stay in the present and be in the moment of the game. Because it's easy to just get so lost and when they're playing stuff on the Jumbotron or whatever. So I try to stay locked in and still try and notice myself and what would I do here? What would I do different? What did I like from that play? So just trying to stay engaged as much as possible from last season.
Sorry about that. How has Joel looked to you during this preseason? He obviously was quite a bit last.
Yeah, I mean, he looks good. I don't know his timeline or anything like that, but he looks great. Even just seeing him play and seeing him go up and down, he looks good. I'm excited to see him and get out there and play with him again.
You mentioned the positivity, but just feeding off of that with Joel, just seeing him out on the court, smiling, having positive energy. Just what does that mean for you personally, just for the group?
Yeah, I mean, he's always been like that to me, to the people I see. He's always kind of had that positive. He's quiet in general, so when you get to know him, he's a great dude. And now seeing him out there on the court and still showing that, even pulling the rookies aside to talk to him, helping out players when they need it, it's been very beneficial for this team, especially this year.
Not to get too much time, but a small sample playing with them. I guess how we got to find the fit next to one playoff.
For sure. I mean, it's pretty easy playing with Joel. You pass him the ball and then get off your man, and he sets it an amazing screen, and then obviously all the attention is going to go to him. So I'm either open for a three or I can drive to the basket. And when you pass to him in the post, they double him 100% of the time. So that's my favorite shot is a kick out three. So he makes it really easy to play. So I can't wait to get back out there.